Let us see the first question from the topic allegation and weighted average. The two varieties of cola water are being sold at a local grocery shop. The prices being $10 and $15 per liter. If the two varieties are mixed in the ratio 2:3, what could be the price of the new variety kept by the shopkeeper? To use allegation, we know that we have to write the individual prices in one line, 10 and 15. Consider the new price or the price of the new variety bx. We know that in allegation we subtract the quantities as shown in the arrow. So we minus x from 15 and we get 15 minus x, and we minus 10 from x and we get x minus 10. Now these two values should be in the ratio 2:3. 15 minus x by x minus 10, that gives us 2/3. From here we should be able to calculate 45 minus 3x, 2x minus 20, 5x equal to 65, that gives us x as 13. Otherwise also, if you see the figures 10 and 15, you should be able to see that if the ratio is 2:3 and the quantity has to be something between 10 and 15, obviously, right, the price cannot be higher than 15 and the price cannot be lower than 10. The price cannot be lower than 10 and the price cannot be towards the right hand side of the 15. It has to be something in between 10 and 15, the new price. So this price seems to be nothing but 13, because 13, when you subtract from 15 you will get 2, and when you subtract 10 from 13 you will get 3. So this is pretty much straightforward that 13 should be the new price. There could be another way in which you could have solved this question. You could have used the formula for weighted average. Here the weights are 2 and 3 and the prices are 10 and 15. So the new price will be 10 multiplied by its weight, which is 2, plus 15 multiplied by its weight, that is 3, and divided by 5, which is the total weight. That gives you 20 plus 45, 65 by 5, and the value is 13. I hope you understand how we approach this question. Let us try another one. Now the second question is exactly same as the first one, only that 10% is what shopkeeper is now trying to gain by selling the new mixture. So as we already know that 10 and 15 were the individual prices and we had the new price as 13. So now on top of this price he wants to gain 10%. So if you increase 13 by 10%, you should be able to get 14.3. So the calculation is something like this: 13 plus 10 upon 100 of 13, which will give you 13 plus 1.3, and that will be equal to 14.3. Or otherwise also you should be able to calculate it this way. If 13 is the initial price and 10% is the increment, multiplying factor of 10% will be equal to 1.1. So you multiply 13 with 1.1 and you should be able to get 14.3 as the value that shopkeeper keeps, so that he gains 10% by selling the new variety. Hope you understand the drift here. One last point that I want to make is, even if you would have taken 15 and 10 and not the other way around as in 10 or 15, still the answer would be same. It's just that the subtraction has to be consistent. By that I mean the subtraction has to follow this direction. So 15 minus 13 will be 2 and 13 minus 10 will be 3. Suppose if you would have taken 15 and 10 and if you would have taken 13 here and if you would have subtracted in this fashion, you would have got 10 minus 13 as minus 3 and 13 minus 15 would have been minus 2. Still the ratio would have been the same. The ratio would have been 2 is to 3. 2 is to 3. Just like this one. I hope you understand the drift. Let us start attempting another question.